What's up, guys? How do you measure hustle at practice? Hustle and productivity. And I'm gonna show you how we track that at practice. Let's do it. So every day at practice, I bring in this whiteboard so that everybody can see it. I put their names down and I will track and put an X down for every single rebound, steal, or deflection. Every time when we're playing a game, let's say we scrimmage, and we'll scrimmage for 20 minutes, or we'll scrimmage up to 10 or 11, and during that time that we're scrimmaging, I will keep track of the rebounds, the steals, and the deflections. Rebounds for offense and or defense, steals and deflections, each one of them gets an X. By the time practice is over, you're gonna see everyone's productivity and or hustle. Obviously, for these things, the rebounds, steals, and deflections, it requires a lot of hustle. So therefore, it's gonna show. So like right here, you can obviously see that player A has way more than player C, okay? This also shows, for me in my program, playing time. If playing time is gonna get dictated at practice, and this is a good way to measure it. What I've also done in the past too is also put down maybe a red X or a negative sign for every time they miss a wide open layup, which at the high school varsity level is kind of inexcusable. And then if a turnover, which obviously is a big deal to all of us. So missed layups and turnovers would be a negative for them. So at the end of practice, we would do a plus minus. Are they +5, +7, -2, or are they at 0? So at the end of the day, they can visually see their productivity. And I put a high priority on this stuff right here. So that way when the kids look at this, they can think, wow, if I'm this player, man, I need to get my butt in gear and figure out what I need to do. So it's me calling them out without actually saying anything. Okay, this is front and center in the gym for everybody to be able to see. Now let's say this player right here has done this and this productivity is very low, and let's say it's 3 or 4 days in a row that this happens. Then that's my cue, that's on me, to make sure that I go to this player and say, hey kiddo, what are we doing? What do we need to do to change this? What can I help you with to make sure that we're producing more? Because I don't want to see you sit here like this all season long. How are we going to do that? So this is a good way for us to be able to track their hustle stats, okay? And also do this in the game. It's probably hard not to do in the game time because in game they don't always have the same playing time in a game, but here in the gym in practice, they have the same playing time, and it's a good way to track it. Because trust me, if somebody who comes in and maybe they don't get enough playing time, but they want their way to prove so that they can get more, this is a good way for them to actually see it at practice. Because once they see their productivity, then the confidence is gonna get better, and their playing time is gonna get more. I don't like to track scoring or anything having to do with offensive stats, things like that, because they'll ball hog, they'll shoot things, take shots they shouldn't be taking, that type of thing. So it's all based on hustle, steals, deflection, maybe diving for loose balls, that type of thing. So this is the way that we do this, and we do this every day. We track it, and I also take a picture of it on my phone and I'll send it to the kids so that way they can keep track of it on a daily basis, and I'll keep record of it so I can track how player sees progress. If they started out like this on a consistent basis, but at the end of the season they're like this, you'll be able to see that over the course of the season. So this is the way that we track their hustle, and I find it's a good way to not only show them their productivity, but help them increase their confidence, while at the same point, giving them a good reality check too as well. Thanks, Coach.